Will Max Holloway successfully defend his BMF title in his rematch against Charles Oliveira in the main event of UFC 326? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I think Max Holloway. Charles Oliveira is going to come out there, put the pedal to the metal, make it just a hectic fight, come out there with that pressure. I think Max Holloway is going to have a little bit crisper boxing, be a little more fancy with his feet. And I don't think he's going to get overwhelmed with Charles Oliveira's pressure. I think he's going to be prepared for that. He's been fighting so long with such elite guys. He's going to be prepared for that pressure. But Charles Oliveira, I mean, that dude is so gnarly. So I think Max Holloway is going to get it done.
BMF, baby. I'm going for my man Max. You cannot bet against that guy. He's always bringing it.
Ooh. Oliveira. Because if Oliveira's smart, you take him down. You don't want to stand up on the feet for too long with Holloway.
No, it was tough. I trust Oliveira.
Man, I think it's going to be a good chess match between guys who utilize their length really well. And also, like, I feel like for Charles, how can he mix in some of those takedowns and fit-ins? Because Max Holloway is a guy that just, he doesn't really get taken down. And when he does, he's not on the ground very long. So transitional submissions, I think for Charles, if he can be able to get some front headlock series stuff on Max. But I think for me, I lean more towards Max just because of his style and his ability to be in and out of both stances and not really in one place at one time. And, so, oh man, what is that, March 4th? So we're coming up on March 7th. Yeah, pretty quick, man. So great fight. I'm excited for it. I lean towards Max just because I think of his all-around skill set.
Oh, I love it, both of them guys. It's both of you match the face so much and the ring. But I think that Tom Oliveira see the pressure, the Max Holloway. I think if he go to the floor and Tom Oliveira is the danger in that.
I got Max on that one.
I think Charles is going to be Charles. Very good submission game, but it's not a wrestler. He's not going to be able to take him down and do that, And Max ain't going to take him down. I think Max is more of a volume striker, puncher. I think Charles has more weapons, but Charles does get touched a lot, and he I think in every fight since I can remember he's been dropped, So besides the last one, but usually like every fight he gets touched and he gets dropped, whether it's early in the fight or late in the fight. But I give Max the edge.
For me, Max gonna take his revenge. For me, Max is ready to fight Charles. Take good takedown defense, good, very high level striking, and but it's gonna be a fun fight.
Charles gonna win the rematch. He's gonna win. I'm gonna go with Charles.
Ooh. We're gonna go Max. I went with Max against Poirier and was right there, so we're gonna go Max again.
I'm gonna have to go with Max Holloway for sure.
That's such a tough one, man. Oh man. I think I'm leaning on Max. I think I'm leaning Max.
Yeah, I can't even remember who won the first fight. Who won the first one? Oh, that's the one where his shoulder gave out. Yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah, that was weird. I mean, you can't really go off that. Now I remember. Now that you brought it up. Yeah. No, that one was brutal. I mean, listen, I'm going with Max. People may not like that answer. I don't know, is he the favorite or not? I have no idea. Yeah, but I just think his striking is going to be too much for him. And, he's got great range. He's got a great chin. I don't think Oliveira is going to take him down and sub him. I just don't see that happening. I think that Max has got the advantage on the feet. But you never know with Oliveira. Another great fight, I would say, Max has got the advantage. I think 60-40 for Max.
I think Max can get it done. That's another one of my fighters, but no bias. I think he could definitely just get it done. I think he can keep it on the feet with him.
Charles Oliveira, for sure.
Man, another one, dude. I'm such a fan of both guys. I don't know. I mean, I think Holloway probably has the more crisp striking, and he doesn't really get out grappled a lot either. So I mean, I'd probably if I had to bet, I'd probably bet on him. But I'm a big Charles Oliveira fan. He was actually out of Houston for a long time, training with Makaka, the old team. Again, I'm not really rooting for either guy because I don't want either guy to lose. But I mean, that's just a fun fight for the fans for sure.
I know everybody loves Charles, but I'm a Holloway guy. I'm going with Holloway.
Man, I got Max Holloway on that one. I love his style. I feel like our styles are similar. I look up to him. He inspires my striking and how I want to move. So I definitely think superior strikers can win. I'm gonna go with Max Holloway.
Great fight. I'm gonna go with Max.
Man, I'm gonna go Max Holloway. I think he looks better at this point in his career. I'm a huge Charles Oliveira fan, but I'm gonna go Max Holloway.
Jeez, that's a hard one. Oh man, I like both those guys. That's the worst part. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Max Holloway.
Holloway. I think Holloway goes.
I see Max coming away with it. I don't know if Charles Oliveira can, like, obviously he is an absolute legend in the sport and he has solidified himself in that way, but I don't know if you can put him in the conversation for BMF necessarily. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be a striker that's just willing to stand there and bang for whatever, 3 or 5 rounds, however many it is. I'm like, I don't know if you can put him in that category.
Me parece que es más completo y pues.
I think Charles Oliveira should win because he got more tools. I think he can strike, but now he feels comfortable, and I think he takes the fight to the ground, he will win the fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Max just because, he's the GOAT of the division. I think Charles is also in that conversation, but it's hard to beat Max, so I'm gonna have to go towards Max on this one.
I mean, I always pull for Charles, but Max at 155, it's a very good fit for him now that he's more physically imposing. I'm going to go with Max, surprisingly. Charles has been doing very good at catching a lot of the younger contenders at 55 because they're engaging him in the grappling, and Max is just not going to do that at all. So I think Max's lateral movement is going to give Charles a lot of trouble.
Ooh, I think Max is going to win that. I'm a huge Max fan. I think that he's just a lot. Charles is a beast, and he causes people problems on the feet. But I think that Max wins the striking exchanges, and I think he's able to avoid the grapple and keep him off of his back and not get himself choked.
I think there is no other BMF than Max Holloway. I mean, obviously Charles Oliveira, another incredible fighter as well. But like I say, just Max with like his range finding and his very slick striking, and I think he'll be able to avoid the jiu-jitsu and just land his shots. So yeah, I see Max taking it.
Oh my God, that's a good one. Is that a rematch? Did they fight each other at 45?
They fought in Saskatchewan on that Canada card, and remember Oliveira got an injury in the main event. It was like he was up against the cage and his like shoulder popped out or something.
I'm pretty sure we fought in the same card for that one.
Yeah, I think you were on that card actually. Now that I mention it.
Yeah. Man, if I were betting man, I would definitely have to go to Oliveira for that one. I mean, the guy just is so good everywhere. I mean, as of late, he's been able to knock guys out, submit guys, and go to distance. So I think he just has more tools to win that fight. And then I'm pretty sure he's going to fight with the chip on his shoulder, given that he dropped that first fight due to a injury. I mean, granted, that fight was at 145 as well, and Oliveira was literally struggling to make that weight. So I think fighting at 55, I think it might have to favor Oliveira going into this fight for sure.
Man, God, you know what, James? I hate this fight because I love both guys. For my outlook on it, for everything that Oliveira's been through, how he's also been overlooked in many points in his career, and just being a fan of just his insane grappling, and then obviously Holloway, just two legendary Hall of Famers. My heart is pulling towards Oliveira. I'm not underestimating Holloway by no means, but I'm a huge fan of Oliveira. I've always been. I love the way he gets after it, especially in his grappling. I think he's got world-class, phenomenal jiu-jitsu, phenomenal grappling. So I'm gonna slightly pull towards Oliveira.
My idol, my big idol is Charles Oliveira, so I'm gonna have to go with Charles Oliveira. Not because I root for him every time, but I just think he's the baddest motherfucker in there, and he's gonna. I see him winning by submission, and I see him winning by submission in the 3rd round.
I call myself a fat Max Holloway, man. I'm betting on Max. That's my guy.